Good morning, dear 6th standard students. Till now, we have completed two units. Unit 1, measurement. Unit 2, forces and motion. So, in Unit 1, measurement, the book back questions are given, and I have created some creative questions. I will share it. And in Unit 2, also, the book back questions is going on. So more or less we are going to complete unit 2 also, and creative questions is also ready for unit 2. So unit 1 and unit 2 comes under physics. First you all need to know the spelling for physics. In previous year, that is during your 5th standard, you would have read all the subject as a single term. That means you used to say it as science. And from this year onwards, you are concentrating into subcategories. Say, first one is physics. What is the spelling for physics? P-H-Y-S-I-C-S. First learn this spelling. Physics. And second one is chemistry. C-H-E-M-I-S-T-R-Y. Chemistry. So these two are called science 1. And next thing you have botany. B-O-T-A-N-Y. And then you also have zoology. These two will comes under science 2. You have different teachers for science 1 and science 2. So while you are asking doubts, you have lot of doubts regarding science, because I can understand the difficulty. This year you will be having, you have to concentrate different subcategories of science. So that's why I am just clarifying it in this video. And now this lesson unit 3, matter around us, it comes under chemistry. Physics 2 units over, and now we are going to deal with chemistry subject, matter around us. As the name suggests, define matter. What is meant by matter? Introduction. Matter is all around us. The air you are breathing, water we drink, material we use are made up of matter. Define matter. Matter is defined as anything that has mass and take up space. So you have to remember these two words. One is mass, another one is space. Matter is defined as anything that has mass and takes up space. I will tell you an example. Consider a duster here that is kept on the table. So this duster occupies some space. When it is kept on the table, this duster occupies some space and it also has mass. So this is called as matter. Any substance, it can be anything, say air, water, chalk piece, stone, pencil, everything is a matter. It has mass and takes up some space. So that is the definition of matter. Matter is found in 3 major states. What are the 3 major states? First one is solid, second one is liquid, and third one is gas. These are the 3 major states where you can find the matter. So what is matter made up of? All matter is made up of atoms. What is the spelling for atoms? A-T-O-M-S. In the upcoming slide, I will explain everything briefly. What is meant by atoms? Atoms are the smallest particle of matter. In next page there is a diagram that explains you clearly about atoms. So atoms are the smallest particle of matter. They are so small that you cannot see them with your eyes. Atom is everywhere. Even now you are sitting, there is a air in front of you and it is flowing here and there. Atom is everywhere. But it can't be seen with our naked eye. We can't see it with the help of our normal eyes. Even with a standard powerful microscope alone we can see it. They have given an example. Consider a standard sheet of paper. A standard sheet of paper. Take a paper in your hand. So that's just an example. If you take a sheet of paper, you have millions of atoms. Millions of atoms are present in that paper. If you consider stone, millions of 10 lakhs, 1 million equal to 10 lakhs. So millions of atoms are present everywhere. Science has come up with a technology to identify the structure of atoms. How you can identify the atom structure? With the help of microscope. So you need to know about these two important microscope name. First one is SEM and second one is CHEM. SEM means scanning electron microscope. TEM means tunneling electron microscope. What is meant by microscope? Microscope is an instrument. You can see even a very tiny, very minute particles with the help of microscope. So that is the main use of microscope. And this two microscope, they uses electricity, is nothing but current, to find the atom structures. There is more about atoms. So in the upcoming slide we can see. Now first let's learn about the three states of matter. Activity 1. You all have crystals. You all have sugars at your home. Sugars or will be it will be in the shape of crystals. Take a few crystals of sugar, observe them carefully with the help of a magnifying lens. So you can see the different shapes of sugar crystals they have shown here. Say A, B, C, D, E, F. So these are different shapes of crystals of sugars that you can see. Now place a few sugar crystals in a teaspoonful of water. Nothing. You take a sugar with the help of teaspoon and you mix it with water. What happens to the sugar? You can't find the sugar because you have stirred the sugar in the cup into the water. Like everything else, a sugar crystal is also called as molecules. Nothing but sugar is dissolved in the water. Dissolve. What is the meaning of dissolve? Dissolve means karairadu. Spelling for dissolve DISSOLVE. Dissolve means karairadu. The sugar crystals break down and the molecules of sugar get distributed in the water. And so the water is very sweety. The water is very sweet after you dissolve the sugar in the water. The sugar molecules are very, very, very tiny, very, very small. And so we can't be able to see them. A small amount of any matter will have million molecules. Physical nature of matter. You already know matter is defined as anything that has One thing you need to remember about matter is mass. And next thing you have to remember space. These are the two important words you have to remember here. So matter occupies space and has mass. But what is the nature of matter? Okay, there is a philosopher in India. His name is Canada. And another philosopher in Greece. His name is Democritus. I have shown it in red font. Canada and Democritus. Both these philosophers came with the same idea. Nothing but atoms. Canada called it as Paramanu. According to his language, he belongs to India, I think maybe Kannada. So according to him, he named that particle or that solution as a Paramanu, and Democritus named it as atomos. Nothing but they both are describing about atoms. And also they came with an experiment. What is the experiment? You have a piece of thread. Take a piece of thread, you cut it into many pieces. You cut the thread into many pieces, you will be getting many small pieces. Take again these small piece and then once again you cut it. Once again you get small piece. So repeat the process many times. At some point of time, piece of the thread will be so small to see. The thread will be very small, very minute. So we cannot cut with the help of knife also. Can we cut the rope into two without an end? Definitely there will be an end. We cannot go endlessly. There will be a point at which we will not be able to cut the thread further. That is the point when we will reach molecules or atoms. So both of these philosophers came with the same idea. There will be an end, there will be a point where we cannot do anything further, we cannot cut the thread, and that is the point we reach molecules or atoms. All matter is made up of very small particles. So matter is made up of very small na kutti kutti particles. It is made up of small particles. And these small particles contain millions of molecules. And these molecules are made of atoms. So these first 3 points are very important. Basic thing you need to learn. So if I show the diagram, you can understand it very clearly. So this is the picture what I said. First one you can see atom, this is molecule, and this one is matter. So listen, first thing you are going to see about atom. This is atom. When you see atom, you can find nucleus. Center there is a circle. See, the center circle is called nucleus. Inside nucleus there are proton and neutron. Okay, just learn it. This is a basic thing. But in the next year you will be studying it in further more detailed way. Just learn it. It will be useful for you in the next year. Just to understand this diagram. So inside the main thing is nucleus. Inside nucleus there is proton and neutron. And outside there is electron. These one or two atoms. Okay, these atoms, see here it is an atom. These one or two atoms they join to form what? Molecule. What is the spelling for molecule? M-O-L-E-C-U-L-E. These molecules have a structure. Can you see this? So many molecules are joined to form a structure. This is called structure of molecules, and they can be seen in matter, any space or any shape or anything. So all you need to know is a molecule contains many atoms, and in turn it can be seen in matter. So this is the difference between atom and molecule. Coming to the previous slide, now we can understand these first 3 points. All matter is made up of very small particles. Small particle may contain millions of molecules. These molecules are made up of atoms. Hence, matter is made of such small particles, the atoms. For example, take gold. Gold is made up of many tiny gold particles. Consider water. Water is made up of tiny water molecules. The particles in matter are extremely small and cannot be seen even with a powerful microscope. Characteristics of the particles of matter. Particles of matter have a lot of space in between them. In different forms of matter, this spacing will be different. So what are the three different states? One is solid, next liquid, third one is gas. Matter is found in these three different major states. If you see particles, listen, solid, liquid, gas. Example for solid, consider a stone. A stone is a solid. Example of liquid, water. What is the formula for water? H2O. I will write here. Formula for water, H2O. Consider any gas, say hydrogen sulfide, or air is an example for gas. Consider any gas. So there are some particles present in all these three things. Okay. Now consider water, the liquid state. Let us add a spoonful of sugar to a glass of water. Already we have seen this. You have to stir well. Sugar dissolves. கரைஞ்சி போயிடும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னேன். Dissolves. Sugar disappears. Where has it gone? And now the glass of water is sweet. So water particles have space between them. And these particles now occupy those spaces. So this is the idea, this is the concept behind it. So listen, I will draw it. Consider water. Okay, this is water. What is the formula for water? H2O. H means hydrogen, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So in case of water, you have lot of particles inside the jar. Okay, this is a jar. In jar there are lot of particles. When you dissolve sugar in it, there are some gaps in between these particles. There are some gaps, nothing but gaps, or there you can find some space between them. Water particles have space between them, and these sugar particles occupy these spaces. Particles of matter attract each other. It is this attraction which keeps the particles together. This attractive force will be different for different forms of matter. Consider you have, as I said already, solid, liquid, gas. The attractive force differs in solid, and it differs in liquid also, and it differs in gas also. So how? Because in case of solid, the grouping, okay, the particles will be grouped very tightly. The particles will be grouped very tightly in case of solid. In case of liquid, the particles will be grouped with some spaces. randomly inga anga அப்படின்னு random means inga anga அப்படின்னு இருக்கும், but you can find some spaces. Whereas in gas it is free flow. So in case of solid, the particles are very close and these particles attract very strongly in case of solid, whereas the force of attraction is less than solid. I mean in liquid it is very less compared to solid. In liquid the force of attraction will be very very less, whereas in case of gaseous particles the force of attraction is very least, ரொம்ப கம்மி, least. Okay, so the force of the attraction differs according to the different forms of matter. So I think in today's class part 1 is over. In the upcoming class I will continue the remaining portion.